How's it going, folks? It's Lobo and welcome back to the channel. So of course the time on the screen is when you can flip to catch my reaction if that's all you're here for, which is fine and dandy because right now we're going to be going over WandaVision, and I also want to give a quick little update on La Llorona. This video will be up on a Sunday, so Monday, meaning the next day, is when my reaction to that movie will be up. Hopefully, I wouldn't give it a 90. I'd say it's definitely going to be up then. And next week, I'm probably going to have to figure out how to get... Actually, no, never mind. Scratch that. Pretend I didn't say that part. But yes, La Llorona will definitely be up. And the other thing I was going to say, you don't have to worry about because I got it mapped out all in here. It's all good. You probably have no idea what the hell I'm talking about, but it's okay. But anyway, on to WandaVision, finally. We are on episode 4. Yes, we are on episode 4. I'm pretty sure. Let's go 95% sure on that. But anyway, last episode was the Now in Color. Actually, yes, we are on episode 4. There we go. I answered my own question. But last episode was the craziest one yet. I don't know if this one is going to follow this kind of escalation of every episode getting more and more kind of real and dark and sort of breaking this little bubble of mystery, so to speak. But I think it's going to calm down now because last episode was kind of a mouthful in terms of plot. Even though it's again, it's a sitcom, it's just like a comedy show. There's this whole underlying plot because it's Marvel and it's not entirely true with the reality. But in terms of that plot that I'm saying is getting kind of like overfed, last episode there was just so much ambiguity and shit, and you just didn't really know, or at least I didn't really know what's going on. Of course, some of my viewers here, you guys have been giving me nice little updates on stuff that I'm confused about, and I appreciate that a lot. Again, I just don't want spoilers, but you guys have been giving me non-spoiler stuff that is very helpful, so I appreciate that. But for me, I'm still wondering about certain things, especially with, if I remember her name right, I can never remember her name. I think it's Geraldine, her friend in the episode. She got like kicked out of this world and now she's in what appears to be the real world. So I'm like, okay, what is going on? But of course, like I said, when I do the editing on these videos, I kind of have to rewatch the episode. So I noticed something before when Vision was outside. He was talking to his neighbor, was it Herb? And he was talking with Agnes and they were like kind of chatting. They were kind of throwing shade at Geraldine for some reason. I'm like, why though? They were kind of saying like she doesn't belong here. She's not married. She just moved to town. I'm like, dude, this is so weird. It is kind of like an episode of The Twilight Zone, but it's just making me wonder who is behind all of this, because all it's been kind of implying is Wanda. You know what I mean? The radio saying, Wanda, who's making you do this? It kind of made it like, oh, it's somebody controlling her. But then we seen her twice kind of flip the switch on things. Especially, was it both times on Vision? No. The beekeeper one, he came out. She said no. Clock went backwards, so to speak. And an entirely different scene played out. And it was happy and shit. Last episode, Vision said something's not right here. Or something along those lines. Like he's beginning to figure it out. And then it cut back. I thought it was a glitch. And again, another kind of happy scene played out. Again, fake. So I'm like, who's who? What's going on? It's getting really good, but I think for now, this next episode we're about to watch, it's going to be a little calmer. Like, I don't think it's going to be like, oh my god, convoluted plot and shit. No, I think it's going to kind of settle its roots, because now Wanda has babies, or twins. Well, yeah, they are babies, but they're twins. I don't know if they're going to grow up super fast, because, again, she had them in one episode and technically one day. So we'll see what happens with that. I'm pretty sure it wanna, I don't know if, was it? Yeah, I think I saw in the comment section someone said, forgive me if I can't remember your name, but they said that the twins are actually from the comics. So I'm like, okay, that's good to know. I kind of had a feeling, but I wasn't too sure because, again, I've never read Scarlet Witch comic or Vision for that matter. I really haven't read any comics besides a few, but still, I that's something I just would not have known. So they are Billy and Tommy. I don't know if they're gonna have, like, obviously I think they're gonna have some superpowers or something, but I just don't know how that's gonna work and if they're even real. they imaginary too? I don't know. We'll have to wait and find out. But also, one thing I'm going to look for in this episode is that symbol, that reoccurring symbol. I said it last episode before it started was I've been noticing this sort of like circle. I thought it was a C, but it's more of a circle with a sword pointing upwards. And I don't know what that's for. So hopefully we can find out, or at least I can find out. I don't know if I don't think it's a Hydra thing, but I definitely think it's something shady. Because there is the little subtle signs of something's not right or someone is in control. So I wonder if that all derives from that or it's just something else entirely. But again, we'll see. I'm excited to get started. Hope you are. And let's go. All right, while I get this loaded up, I also noticed that Wanda had kind of an evil look when she was saying Geraldine left when Vision came in and asked her where she's at. So I was like, yo, did she offer? I know she fell out of the portal or whatever, but did Wanda give her the boot? No Marvel intro. Wait. That wasn't Thanos's... Is this her getting snapped back? The blip? Yeah, this is...
They're all coming back. We don't have the capacity.
Dude, this is when everybody's getting snapped back into existence.
You're discharging her today.
The cancer came back.
Okay, stop. No, my mom is Maria Rambo. Look it up. Look it up, Maria.
She has no
Rambo.
idea what happened. I mean, how could she?
Listen to me.
What? After I what?
This is crazy. Now they do the Marvel intro. Jesus Christ, I have goosebumps, man. I was partially right, okay? I had that theory from like the first 2 episodes that it was when Tony snapped everyone back, it might have created this fake reality. I was saying that in terms of like Vision being half back, half alive, just because it was the Mind Stone keeping him alive. I'm partially right, but still, what the hell? Oh, Jesus, man. Sword Headquarters, Sentient Weapon Observation Response Division. Well, there's my answer for what this organization is. Wanda also got blipped back, but the show has to take place technically after everyone came back. Or was it in... I don't know, so many questions. Westview. This is where she landed last episode.
Wu, FBI.
Isn't he from Ant-Man?
What's the story here, Agent Wu?
I've got a witness set up down the road and...
So does she go in as like a sort of agent? There's the helicopter. Or the... Oh my god, it's not a helicopter, it's a drone.
Me? Well, I'm from Bakersfield.
Wait, way to go.
It was right there.
And then it lands in her bush. Okay, so this is before... Well, at least this is up until episode 2. Interesting. Because she was introduced in episode 2.
What is it?
Oh. Starting to make a little bit more sense. Kind of. Is that Darcy?
Hey,
I'm a chemical engineer.
no one cares.
Alright, ready here.
Literally haven't seen her since Thor the Dark World, I'm pretty sure. Dude, they're bringing back some minor characters, but I love the... I wouldn't say paying homage to, but it's just showing more connectivity. I'm pretty sure that detective was from Ant-Man. I don't think Jane Foster's gonna be in this. And that makes me wonder too, is Eric Selvig ever gonna come back? If I remember his last name correctly. Oh shit! Is this how they do the Wanda? Yes, I did. I saw her a bit in the TV. When the credits roll, it always like pans out and there's the TV. So are they watching her through the TV?
I'm going to tell you.
Is that?
It looks like her.
You move at the speed of sound, and I can make a pen flip.
This is so weird.
Abbreviate.
So you're saying the universe created a sitcom starring 2 Avengers?
It's a working theory.
Get me a transport back to headquarters now.
Yo.
Are we recording this?
Damn. Darcy Savage, bro. She figured this shit out. In like 10 minutes. There, right here. This is the credits. Of like the first episode. What?
Played by Todd and Sharon Davis.
So they are real. They're real people.
This transmitter will mimic the frequency of the broadcast.
Oh
If
my
the theory is
god.
right, allow us to speak directly to her. This is
Wanda,
totally
who's
gonna
making
work.
you do this? Bro.
Agent Wu.
Dude. This is getting very interesting. I'm really enjoying this.
You know Wanda, she's got a speaking part now.
What is she saying?
Those pants are peachy Katie.
She likes Wanda.
Wanda. Who's doing the C, Wanda? Wanda.
Bro, my brain right now. This is like Stranger Things with the tether and hazard suit. Going into the what did they call it? The whole portal, whatever. Like when they went to the upside down. This is legit like Stranger Things. Oh my god, that's the beekeeper! My brain, bro! That's why he had the symbol on his back. Holy shit. The way it changed the drone to the helicopter, it changed this guy in his hazard suit to a beekeeper suit. I'm saying the obvious, but dude, it's making so much sense. Oh my god.
Vision are having a baby.
You want any?
Heck, I thought about it for sure. A little Jimmy Woo. Get him a tiny little FBI badge. Oh, you took a picture.
Right, look at me.
So obviously, as us, like the viewers of the viewers viewing, this is very trippy now. They're not seeing all the parts that like I saw or we saw, meaning like people watching me.
You're not my neighbor,
Yo, she did kick her out.
my friend. You are a stranger.
So Wanda did give her the boot. But like, did she? I don't think she's in control of herself either.
Honey, she had to rush home.
Holy shit!
What is it? What's wrong?
What the hell? It's literally his body when Thanos ripped it out. What the shit? That scared the shit out of me in the inside, bro. Yo, this is getting freaky, man. I saw Vision in the background. I'm like, why does he look like he doesn't have any color?
I saw Wanda.
This got freaking freaky, creepy. The music is reminding me of the 80s, so is that when we're jumping to? Bro! Yep. God damn it, man! Shit. Oh my god. I did not expect that, bro. I thought it was gonna be slowed and revved down. Nah, no way. Oh boy, we're gonna have to talk the hell out of this one. Okay. Just turned it off like 20 seconds ago, and here we are talking about it. What an overload. Ton of questions answered. I'm going to try to make sense of everything. So, first off, I was wondering about the sword symbol, and it literally stands for sword. Doesn't it? Yeah, yep, it does. Yeah, don't second guess myself. Because I'm like, duh, that's kind of too easy or on the nose. It's literally just called sword. But then again, shield is called shield, so it's whatever. But so sword is an organization. That's what I was wondering. I thought they were in control of everything, but it turns out they kind of are, but they're trying to peer through. So, okay, that's answered. Geraldine is an agent for shield, for sword. It's a little bizarre saying it. A lot of kind of old school weaponry, shields and swords, but hey, it's whatever. So she got blipped back. That was cool to see everyone. Usually you see people get dusted. I think in Far From Home, they just like appeared. This one was different. You kind of had to like dust with like clothing pieces and skin kind of mold together. That was very cool. That was really good effects. It was a little bizarre though. I'll have to admit that scene was a little weird because there were obviously people looking at people being formed together, and they were just like kind of casual about it. I guess they're freaking out in their own minds, but the nurse who was like, oh, your mother's been dead. How is she not like, can someone tell me what the hell is happening? You know what I mean? But that's just a minor nitpick. But that was a very cool scene, and I liked that. But then, I'm pretty sure that Detective Wu, I'm pretty sure his name is from Ant-Man. Oh, damn it, I don't have my phone on me. You know what? We'll use the thing. My computer. Let me see. Sorry if I'm doing this. Yep. I was wondering, because I remember him. Yep, Jimmy Woo. He was the parole officer. Okay, so I was right about that. Him and Darcy. We have someone from Ant-Man, someone from Thor. Thor, the first one, and Thor, the Dark World, so. Damn. And Darcy figured this shit out fast, bro. I mean, technically she didn't like figure it out, but she got things rolling. Dude, this episode was sick. I was kind of like bummed out in the beginning because, like I said, I was looking forward to the 80s theme and whatever. And this one was kind of the outside perspective, so I was like, oh. But then I was like, yo, all this connectivity and kind of plot being explained is awesome. I really like when you have movies or shows or whatever and you follow continuity with these little kind of subtleties in it, and then there's something else, like a new episode, new movie, new section in the game, whatever, what have you, where it actually takes place before all that even occurred, but it explains how it influenced those events, which is what this did. The beekeeper was actually one of the agents. Like I said, it reminded me of Stranger Things, where, you know, like you tether the dude and he goes in the upside down. Instead, he went in there. But this fake world obviously has to modify shit so it doesn't look out of place. So he became a beekeeper, add like a hazard suit guy, you know what I mean? Same thing with I almost said shield again. The sword drone, it became, even though it did look like a helicopter in the beginning, it became a more retro helicopter, but it still kept its color because obviously it's not from there. That is so cool, dude. Holy shit. Now that we got to the other part is it kind of brainwashes people because they figured out everyone, like Mr. and Mr. Hart, I think their last name was Davis instead. And it was just showing you the people who lived in this world. They're from the real world. They're not all from Westview because the population's 3,000. No, I heard they're from somewhere else. I think they're from across the country. I don't know if they're all from one location. Like, so, oh, are they? Am I getting too confused on this? Because the cops at the beginning said they're from Eastview, even though the sign said Westview. Did all these, like, people live in Eastview and then some shit happened? Now it's Westview and they live in this fake Westview? I don't know. I think some of them are from other parts of the country, but if they're all from one location, maybe that explains why they're all there in the first place. But then it obviously raises more questions, but damn. So it did. It looked like Geraldine got brainwashed, but how did she figure out? How did she connect back to the world? Oh, wait a minute. Okay, I'm sorry for being so kind of, you know what I mean, expressive and stuff about this, because I'm trying to work out my thoughts and my own, like, interpretations of things. But if I'm not mistaken, I do think everyone is from Eastview. Like, Eastview is the real location in the world. Everyone is there. Like, Agnes is there. Herb is there. You know what I mean? His other co-workers, Mr. and Mrs. Hart. I think they're there in Eastview, which is the real location. Then it was converted to Westview. Since Geraldine intervened, technically after the first episode, that's why everyone was referring to her as kind of like an outsider. She just moved here. That would make sense. Even Wanda was like, you don't belong here. But Wanda, when Wanda said she had a brother named... why do I think his name is Pedro? I can't remember. Her brother Quicksilver, he died. Now he's Kraven the Hunter. But she mentioned that out of nowhere, and then that kind of triggered Geraldine's memory and said he was killed by Ultron. But how did Wanda remember that in the first place? That's making me wonder. So I was wondering at the beginning of this episode and last episode if Wanda did, like, give her the boot, kick her out of this world, and she did. So it's still painting the picture that Wanda's in charge, but I don't know if I think that. This is getting very, very good. Wait a minute. See, I'm still trying to make sense of things. If the only thing that makes me not think, and I still don't think Wanda's in control. I don't even. I think it's kind of trying to make you be like, okay, this is the only thing possible. I know we literally just saw Wanda kick her out and shit, and then reform the wall. But Wanda's in a trance too. Like, she should know the shit ain't real. I know she did kick the beekeeper out too, and then rewound time, technically, once. Oh no, wait a minute. Once Vision said, like, something's wrong here in episode 2. Or was that 3? No, that was episode 3. Okay. But from the outside world, like the world looking in, when Darcy and Detective Wu, he's a detective, right? I think he's a detective. When they were looking in, Darcy said that someone is, like, monitoring the television. So, like, the program runs, they see the episode, but, like, as the viewers of, like, real, because obviously this is a fake show, you know, it's a fake show within a show. But from their perspective, they're not seeing the whole episode as, like, I am. So some parts are being cut out. Like, I didn't see the part where... What was it? They didn't see the part where, like, Geraldine and them and Wanda had more of a conversation, or Vision came in and wondering where she is. It just cut to the ending. So somebody is monitoring this whole world. It still makes you want to think it's Wanda, but I just have a feeling it's not her. And things got freaky too. I saw Vision in the background and I was like, yo, it's in my head. I should have said it out loud because nobody's going to believe me that I had a hunch. That's okay. I always love to be right, but sometimes I don't say shit when I'm right. But I didn't think he was going to be, like, creepy like that. I just thought he was going to be, like, 1950s Vision, like, meaning in the gray, black and white color. Because I saw him in the background. I couldn't see, like, the red of his face. I saw it was, like, gray. So I was like, in my head, I was like, oh, 1950s Vision? Is the timeline getting messed up? And then it zoomed in. And it was like, no, it's It's when Thanos plucked the shit out of his head. I was like, damn. Okay. That was creepy. There was a lot of in the music and shit. It's giving off a freaky, creepy vibe, bro. Okay. I'm going to compare this to something I wouldn't say it's something you probably know. There's a show called American Dad. You've probably heard of it. But there's one particular episode this is reminding me of. I don't know if you can really spoil a show like American Dad, that type of category, but there's an episode where Stan, who's the main character, he found an old TV and he'd watch the TV and it would play the same episode which took place in like the 30s or 40s. And it would just go on, and then playing like jazz and shit, and he'd watch it, and then he noticed his neighbor in it, in the black and white, just having a drink. And then he like went in through the TV, but he couldn't really remember the outside world. And then once he did, the person controlling that world was like, that's a no-no. And he killed and the guy monitoring that world killed some other dude who figured out, hey, I need to get back to my real life. I just thought that's what they're reminding me of. So there could be a third party here that is literally like kind of like the kingpin of this reality, if you want to call it that. Which is weird, but it does. If there's a portal, this does have to. I wouldn't say it's a universe, but this is weird because it answered a lot, but it still proposes a lot of questions, because what would happen if Wanda and Vision were like, let's go on a vacation, and then they just drove out? Oh my god, is that why the doctor didn't go on the vacation? Because that would reveal everything? Because he decided to stay and said it's a small town and something weird, and the Vision was like kind of freaked out. Is that why he didn't leave? Yo, this is just making too much sense. It's making too much sense and not enough sense at the same time. God, I'm loving this. Okay, now my theories, or my predictions for next episode. I was kind of right about a thing, because in the first episode, I was wondering if, like, when Tony Stark snapped everybody back, it potentially created this, because Vision obviously had the Mind Stone in his head, which kept him alive. Then Thanos destroyed that Mind Stone, then he used the Mind Stone on the gauntlet from another timeline, a past timeline, to snap everyone back. So I was wondering, did that half bring back Vision? That's what I was wondering. So I guess not. It's still unclear, because one obviously saw the version of Vision that we know, and as everyone in like the present day of the show was saying, isn't he dead? Yes. But is he? I don't know. Because he really is the only character in this like WandaVision show that has like doubts about everything. That's like, yo, this is a weird ass world. Wanda's like loving it. She might be setting back time when he figures it out, and she's booting people that are like not meant to be there. So this is getting very interesting. If you watched up to this point, I thank you trooper, and I just want to say, I'm going to be watching another episode right after this, but I'm not going to upload it right on Monday. I'm going to continue to do the every other day. So like Monday will be an episode, then Tuesday, then Wednesday. But in between those times, I'm going to be watching episodes. So I expect to finish this off long before I upload the episodes, if that makes any sense. So by the time I upload the finale of this, I'll probably already be halfway through Falcon and the Winter Soldier. The only reason I'm doing this is because I want to be caught up with Loki, but I don't want to do it so I don't have anything to like put out on the channel. So I want to like break it up a bit, so to speak. So I'm not going to have any Loki spoilers. So I'll finish everything before Loki, and I'll react to Loki, and I'll put that up after I've uploaded this and Falcon and the Winter Soldier, but like I'll be caught up. So when I put a new episode up, I'm probably gonna put the date it was recorded on, like in the corner for like 5 seconds. So it's not like, oh, I wonder what's gonna happen here, and I'm just like on a completely different show. So Hope you guys enjoyed this one. I'm going to watch another episode. I'm excited for the next episode. That music I heard at the end, was, I think it was more rock and roll, but it still kind of gave me like that 80s kind of vibe. And Darcy did confirm it went from the 50s, 60s, and 70s. So at least I've been partly right on a few things. I think I've been pretty good in terms of like predicting shit, even though it's like not 100% concrete. Like I've had kind of vague interpretations of things which are like kind of right. Like the time zone I got correct. I was like, okay, this has to be this time frame or whatever. But then things I'm still unclear on is who is controlling this. I'm sure it's going to get answered, and I look forward to it because it keeps painting the picture of Wanda, but just certain things make me think it's not her. So this is very interesting. I also noticed I don't think they put up Agnes too. Just curious. Right? Did they? I don't know. Maybe she did. Like when they were doing everybody's like poster. There's like the main, I know there's a bunch of characters, but there's like the main characters, so to speak. But I didn't see like Agnes's real name and where she lives. I don't think so. I'm probably overlooking shit. Anyway, hope you guys enjoyed this one. I'm going to end it off here because I want to watch another episode. And I'm super excited. I know I keep rambling, but this was a great episode. Despite not being like really focused on Wanda, it was cool to see how they were like peering through and influencing it with the radio. Wanda, who's making you do this? I knew I recognized that voice. I don't know if I said that in the reactions, but I recognized the voice, but I would never have been able to guess it's the parole officer from Ant-Man and the Wasp. I would have never been able to do that, but that's nice that it's connected. And if they're in New Jersey, he was in San Francisco, so did he get blipped? I don't know. Many questions, but like I said, I enjoyed this one. Hope you guys did too, but I'm going to end it off here. So catch you folks in the next episode.